Welcome back to Men with Purpose. I'm Nigel and I'm yours.
Yo, my name is Corme Thomas. I'm your co-host for today.
So today we have a guest and we're just going to give him the chance to introduce himself.
I'm by names of Mugaga Aslam, a civil engineer by profession and an expert in architecture.
So you heard it yourself. The guy is a civil engineer and
And I just check.
the topic we're going to be talking today is discipline. So Aslam, since yourself you said you're a civil engineer, you studied civil engineering.
Yes.
What do you think is discipline?
Discipline is quite a wide thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Me, I can break down discipline as the fuel of consistency.
Okay.
Consistency is also a fuel of something,
Okay.
a fuel of success.
Okay.
So, discipline is a fuel of consistency, and consistency is a fuel of success. That's how I can explain discipline.
Okay. So you mentioned something about being consistent, and by being consistent, it's like repeating the same thing, repeating
Yes.
the same process.
Without any
Yes.
reward.
So you're saying it's actually like you also mentioned something about success. Like you say, discipline is the fuel of success. So meaning that if someone is not disciplined, their chances of being successful can actually be low.
Yeah, they will be very low.
Okay.
Very, very low.
Yo, now Aslam, what's the difference between consistency and discipline?
Consistency. They have no difference because one drives the other.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yes. One
Okay.
drives the other.
Mhm.
So if you are not disciplined, you cannot be consistent with
Cannot be
something.
consistent.
Yes, yes. Because it's like going to the gym.
Yeah.
The discipline of going to the gym
Mhm.
is consistency. You have to be consistent. That's how we say that he's going to the gym every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So that is a specific type of discipline that he goes to the gym daily to work out. Yes.
Okay. So being disciplined, is it something which like all of the young people, the young men out there, is it something they can learn, or it's something which is like built by time, especially from like the habits they have every day?
Yeah, discipline. You don't just wake up and you have it.
Mhm.
It is a step by step thing. You just build
Okay.
it.
It's
It
the
is not
consistency.
inherited. It is not bought somewhere, but you have to have it. You build it step by step. You can't
Okay.
just wake up and you have discipline.
Mhm.
And discipline, they are the small steps that you take, and they keep you moving on.
So it
Yes.
comes through like work.
Yeah, discipline can be like work. Like
Mm.
discipline, you have to first have a goal
Mhm.
of what you're going to be disciplined of.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I can say, like attending class. Yes.
Yeah, very class is
Yes, like
discipline.
attending class.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
discipline of attending class is going to be broken into many things.
Yo.
Time management, waking up on time, being in class on time, being in class itself, and you listen to the teacher.
Yeah.
So when you break down that thing, that's what brings you to discipline of something. Yes.
And unlike that same thing which you are talking about right now of like being disciplined, like you have to manage your time. It's like the example you were giving, like especially attending classes, you have to wake up early, you have to be on time. And I also one thing which I've also seen is like the different types of discipline. Like
Okay.
you might see that maybe someone might be disciplined by like making sure that their time management is like very good, but then you see on the other side they're not like disciplined financially.
Yes.
Like they waste money, they buy useless stuff, or even some people, like when it comes to, let's say, we are young men, we have eyes, we see things, and some people are not disciplined. They just like chase everything, which I don't think we have to hide here. Okay, let's say women. Let's say
Yeah.
women.
Let
So-
me
yeah,
give you first of all the types of discipline.
Yeah.
First one, we have social discipline.
Mhm.
We have religious discipline. we have self-discipline
Okay.
and financial discipline. So those are the types of discipline we have. So someone has to fall under a specific category of discipline.
Okay.
So like financial discipline. How do you behave when you have money? How do you behave when you don't have money? Social discipline. How do you behave around others? You get it? Religious discipline.
Yeah.
How do you behave to the Lord? How are you religiously driven? Self-discipline. Do you wake up on time? What drives you? Do you have purpose, you as a person?
Exactly.
For self-discipline, you can't move on when you don't have purpose.
Yeah.
You have to be disciplined for something. You have to be disciplined to get a reward for something. You understand? So if you don't have purpose, you cannot be disciplined, of course. That's why we see in school that people who don't focus on like studies, they can't be disciplined. They don't have the purpose of
Focusing on
study.
useless
They have
You
different
understand?
purposes.
Yeah. Something like that.
So if I'm actually to be honest, discipline, just like you say that there are different types of discipline.
Yeah.
Like there's time management, managing your finances, not making that you're wasting money buying useless stuff. And it's also something. It's not easy. That's like the thing. Like some people are disciplined in other areas. They're also like lacking other areas.
Yeah.
But I think there's something which is like pretty much worse, whereby if like all of the young men out there, if they don't like fix it, that doesn't matter if they're like performing well in other areas. That can actually like mess up like their future or like whatever their goals. They might not actually like achieve them because that they are not being disciplined in a certain area, because other areas are more important than the others. So which area do you think is like of utmost importance where they have to be
The most important thing under discipline is self-discipline.
self-discipline?
You as a person.
Okay.
You can't move on to financial discipline, religious discipline, and social discipline when you don't have self-discipline.
Self-discipline.
You have to have self-discipline. You have to find purpose. You understand? That who are you? You yourself. What do you want to be? That's how you become to be disciplined. That who do I want to be? The discipline of wanting to be what you want. That's what drives us to self-discipline. So if you wake up and you don't have anything to drive you forward, you cannot, of course, be disciplined. That is obvious.
Yeah. So like Aslam, now let's think about like environment.
Yeah.
Is it really possible to like to be in a bad environment and still be disciplined?
It is very impossible. It is not possible.
Yeah, by the way.
Because they say birds of the same feathers.
Fly together.
Of course, they are flying together.
But Islam, there's something you said about like self-discipline.
Yeah.
Of which self-discipline is like what's within you as a person. Like
Yes.
what's within me is like Nigel myself. So you said something about like, is it possible for you to be disciplined when like the people around you
Are indisciplined.
are like indisciplined?
Indiscipline.
It cannot happen.
But I think it's a choice. Like
It's
No,
it's
you-
not a
yo,
choice.
Yo, Nigel,
how is it a choice?
you see,
It is not
I'm
a choice.
How is it a choice?
like I'm seeing, let's say you're
Yeah.
trying to study,
Okay.
then your roommates are making noise. How are you going to be disciplined about reading?
I think you can go to the library.
No, like let's say like at night. At night.
I think you have to like communicate with them.
Communicate. Yeah, it will be hard for some people by the way.
And then
Let's
if
say
they
football.
don't listen,
Let's say football. Those guys like watching
Yeah.
football. You know, like the
Uh.
those fans of football and those Man U.
Yeah.
Those guys. You know they make noise.
Mhm.
Even they'll be on their headsets,
Yeah.
but you find them shouting goal. How are you going to focus like when you're reading?
no, that's like the issue I told you that
Mhm.
you have to like communicate with them. Just because, okay, you say something about the environment that my roommates are like making noise, my colleagues are like making noise, and then I have to be like disciplined myself. I have to study. So I can't like erase all of my self-discipline. I know that, by this time I know I have to be doing this thing, I have to be reading, or by this time I have to like be praying. But just because people around me are like doing something completely different doesn't mean I have to like erase all of the discipline I have in myself.
Okay, so now what I'm meaning is that somehow it alters your discipline. Like it makes it hard, like for you to perform your goal.
Yeah,
It makes
like
it hard.
Yeah, to some
You
extent.
give up, man.
To
let me
some
give you an
extent
example.
it does.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example.
Yes.
It's like you get a basin of blue ink and you dip a cotton cloth, the white one. When you pull it out, it is having color blue.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the ink is indisciplined. When you put cloth which is disciplined in that bucket, it is going to change color, of course. You cannot live peacefully in an area with indisciplined people. Of course, even you get some kind of indiscipline.
Yeah.
Because you see that other people are very, very, very comfortable with their indiscipline. It will make you think like it is an everyday thing.
Okay.
You understand?
So that's the issue of the environment.
environment.
Yeah, it is like you get a rotten tomato and you put it in a bag of fine tomatoes. After 2 days, they are dead. They are over.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
You see, when I was like in South Sudan, there's some studio I used to chill in. You know that studio, like people there, like they're doing freelancing. When you enter there, everyone is focused on his work. So for even although you're lazy, you'll find a way of doing
Reading,
something,
yes.
doing something. When I
Yes.
enter there, man, I'll edit like for the whole day, learn editing, learn all that. And you find those guys, their conversation is always good about like growing and all
Football.
that. So man, like
Yeah.
environment is really important.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then on the issue of self-discipline, okay. So you say something about being consistent, which is like repeating the same thing
Same
like
thing
for a
every
long time, even if it's like boring.
Boring,
Like we all know, waking up early, it's not
Very
it's not
boring.
fun. It's
Yes,
it's
boring.
not fun, man.
But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
part of like the process of being disciplined, meaning you
Discipline.
have to wake up early all the time,
Ah.
manage your time. But Aslam,
Yes.
there are actually like some areas which a lot of young men out there are like very indisciplined. But I think some areas can actually cost more than others. Meaning, let's say if someone was like indisciplined in a certain area, it can actually cause so much, like so much more to lose.
Yes.
It's like me. Let's say if I'm just like not managing my time because it's just like it's self-discipline.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a lack of self-discipline. I'm not like managing my time well. I'm like waking up late. I'm not like going where I'm supposed to be going on time. But there's something whereby if I lack discipline, it's also going to like affect other people out there. And then it might end up making some people arrested. Some
Yes.
people.
That one is going to fall under social discipline.
Okay.
How do you behave around others?
Okay.
If others get that kind of indiscipline from you, then you're going to get problems. So,
Okay.
social discipline is generally how we associate. Like, which type of friends do you have? Are they prayer people?
Okay.
Are they football people? Or are they people who just take drugs around? You understand?
Yeah.
So that one is going to cost you. If your social discipline is very poor, it's going to cost you a lot of things in life.
Okay.
Yeah. The other thing that can cost you is financial discipline.
Financial.
There are people when they get money, their souls change.
Yeah.
Their
Go to another
brains
level.
change. Yeah.
But,
So-
but then you see them like 2 weeks later after the money is finished.
They are very soft.
Yeah.
Yeah. So financial discipline is also something very, very important. There are four types of discipline.
Yeah.
The last one, religious discipline.
Just discipline.
If you don't have a supreme being that you believe in, that is also a problem. There are people whom you find that someone is heartless, someone is a thief, a killer. So if you wake up and you have a supreme being that you know that today I prayed in the morning, how do you even start strangling someone who's neck?
Yeah, you
You
can.
understand?
Yeah.
So religious discipline is also something important that we need to look at in the society of young men growing these days.
And then the other discipline, I think we have to. I don't think we have to hide anything. I think like you know, my friends. To all of my friends out there, you have to forgive me for this one. But like a lot of young men out there, they are like indisciplined when it comes to like women. They're like spending most of their time chasing women, like trying to pursue women, and then in the process, you see they're like losing focus on like what really matters. Because you see, if you're like chasing after a woman, if you're chasing after a girl, and then you're like leaving the main thing. You know that, okay, you know what? First of all, I have to like study. I have to like finish my degree. I have to like upgrade my skills to make sure that, you know what, I become like as best as I can. But then you see, they become like indisciplined so much to the extent that their whole life is now like rotating around like chasing these women, trying to like please, and then they forget like their purpose. That, you know what,
Yeah.
I'm not here on this earth. My purpose is not to like pursue women. We know that there's a time when you have to like at least just like look for one woman who you might like marry, or you might like see a future with.
Yes.
But most of these young men, they're like making everything about women. They're trying to please women. Even if you look at the type of dressing they have, what they're buying, like all of their choices are like based towards pleasing women. And I think that's like indiscipline.
That is too much of
That's
a
too much,
discipline.
man.
So what can we
We have
say?
we have two factors here.
Yeah,
We have women and time.
Yeah.
For women, the factories are still making, even if it is in a million years, the factories are still making.
Yeah.
But everyone has a specific amount of time for living. And whatever is lost is not going to be gained
it's
again.
not
Yeah.
Every day is reducing. You're getting old. You're getting old.
You're getting old.
But the women will never get over.
That's true.
Yeah,
You have seen women here where we are. You will see them where you go, everywhere. But the time, when you waste it today, you are not going to get it anywhere.
Exactly.
So the young men out there, focus on yourself. Don't chase women. Let me give you a simple example. Like, if you keep on chasing butterflies, they will keep running away. They run. Just plant flowers.
Around.
Look after yourself. Work out. Make money. Be educated. You understand? Women will come. Women, they're not something big. The factories are still making.
Yeah.
If you get to know that,
yeah,
You don't need to stress yourself.
Yeah, you don't have to stress yourself.
I think the Ron Aslam, what you like, what you mentioned there, I think that's actually like a serious issue because just like I told you, of course I didn't mention any people's names, and but yeah, that's actually a story. That's actually an issue, which is because you then think later, like, okay, you know what, the girl you were chasing like 2 years ago, where is she today? She's not even there. Like, okay,
I
2 years.
understand.
But if you had like done something for yourself 2 years ago, you could have
It
it
would be
like
far.
if it was like an
Yeah.
investment. Right now, it was like
Yes,
giving
yes,
you some payments, some dividends. But chasing these women, I think it's a lack of purpose. And
It
it's
is a full-time
it's
job.
indiscipline. Exactly.
Yeah, for those guys. Yeah.
It's indiscipline.
Let me tell you something
Yes.
about the women. They are the people who are never satisfied. The moment they get someone who can provide more than you, they move.
Exactly.
So if you're a person who chases, you are going to keep on wasting
Exactly.
time. You understand?
And the thing is, like, you
They
see-
don't rest.
And the thing is, like, you see Aslam right now.
Yeah.
Let's say you see Aslam is doing engineering. This guy is a civil engineer.
Yeah.
And let's say he's focusing on his craft.
Yeah.
Right? He's focusing on making that his craft is
That's
going
what
to be
he's doing.
like as best as he can make his craft. And then there's like someone out there who's like only focusing on like chasing these women, chasing these girls. They're like making it the whole point of like living. And then there's this guy. He's focusing on his craft. What's going to happen is after like some time, you're going to see that, you know what have I been doing like the past 6 months? Nothing. But this guy, he has like gained some skills. He's like made his craft much better.
Yeah.
Do you think that same girl or those same girls you're like chasing, pursuing, they're going to settle for less? No, they're not
don't.
going to settle
They
for
don't.
less. They're going to like settle for someone who's like much better. They're now in a better position. So Aslam, I think that's actually like
But you know what,
something that's powerful there.
Yeah.
Let me add some. How do you call it? Soup.
What soup?
I think
What soup?
like more information.
Okay.
I think what he said, like, what is it trying to mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think women like look for value. Where they find value, they go. So when you don't have value, they leave you. So you just be there. I think where there's value, like where someone has like someone who has
Yeah,
good
where they
knowledge,
benefit
where they benefit
more than where they have been.
they
Yeah.
go. Like as for us men, young men, you have to build value. But for a lady, it's really build with value.
She just
Yeah.
moves on.
Beautiful, just
Yeah.
wears nice clothes.
She was born with capital.
Is there, bro? But men have to be like capital.
Yeah,
So
you
like
have to
that's the main
build.
thing. Yeah. So I think like
And the other thing is like on the issue of being disciplined, like the core truth is reality, and the world is not even like nice to men. That's actually like the truth.
by the way,
If you're broke, if you don't have like any income, you don't have like any income source, you don't have any money, you don't have any assets, you have like nothing, no skills, meaning you don't have any value. And on top of that, you chase women, you're chasing girls, and the truth is you're going to cry. That's how it's going to end. The truth is, you're actually going to cry. That's like the truth. You're going to cry. And then, I hear like many stories whereby you hear someone complaining in Ukraine, oh, she left me for someone who's like much. And then you say, okay, you know what?
He
We
deserved
don't
it.
have to like hide anything.
Yeah.
What do you, okay, put yourself on their shoes. Like, this guy is like flourishing career, like the career is going
Someone has a
well.
car.
Exactly.
Someone,
And then what
Yeah.
do you have? What have you been doing? What have you built? And then you see
I've told you that women look for what you provide.
exactly.
If
That's
she
the
finds
point.
someone who provides something that is better than what you have been providing, she will move, even if she has been comfortable 1,000 times in your home. She will move. If someone provides and she finds comfort with him, she will move.
So Aslam, this discipline it also like falls under like does it also fall under the social discipline?
Both
This
social
one.
and self. Yes.
Okay. So
How are people seeing you?
Okay.
The women. How are people seeing you?
yeah.
And you as yourself, what are you thinking about yourself and your future? Because life with women at a younger age, I think it is a lie.
Yeah.
It is a lie. You're wasting time.
They're like delusional.
Like as a man, if you're not building purpose at this age,
Yeah.
you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the age of 20 to 25,
Yes.
I think that's the main way of building purpose. The
you,
age.
you are still in the foundation, and you are being
Foundation stage.
comfortable in the foundation. That is very wrong.
It's scary.
The building will collapse at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. No
Yeah.
foundation.
Okay. So Aslam, I don't know what you think about this, but if we can like say there's something which the young men out there were like listening, what can they do, like especially when it comes to like being disciplined when it comes to women? Because let's be honest, guys, we have seen like what's one of the reasons, what's one of the problems which have like brought like great men, they've fell down. Great men have been falling because of like being indisciplined when it comes to women. This is something which we have seen like
Yes.
presidents, politicians, businessmen. They've like been falling down from like the ranks, the highest ranks of power, just because they're like indisciplined when it comes to like women. So, what do you think, like the young man who's out there who's listening to this? What can they like do, especially when it comes to women? How can they be disciplined?
First of all, you have to first know that women will never get over.
Okay.
The factories will produce. The women will always be there.
What do you mean a
Yes.
factory, man?
Factories will
No,
produce.
like you will move everywhere in the world. Women are still there.
They are gonna be still there.
You have to know that first. The second thing,
Yeah.
find purpose.
Find your purpose.
What are you growing for? Where are you growing? Where are you alive? Where are you moving forward? Where are you in school? Where are your parents still looking after you? If you don't have that purpose, if you don't have a goal, the final destination where you want to be, and you are like happy that I'm who I am after this kind of effort.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that, that is what we call something that drives you to something. If you don't have that,
Yeah.
you cannot move forward.
Can move forward.
The success will be very little, because success is not like luck. It's not like that it's got one day. It is built on discipline, that
day,
consistency. So when you keep chasing women, then you're killing the fuel.
Killing
The
the
discipline, the self-discipline, and the way people see you in the society, you're killing it, obviously.
And then Aslam, the other thing which I think we can, especially something you said about consistency, and one of the things you said earlier is like repeating the same thing over and over again, even it's like boring. And one of the important, because like when people are in like college, they lie to themselves. They say, after I'm done, I'm going to like have this nice high-paying job, and then what they don't think about is like, it doesn't mean like the first time you're going to apply for, like, let's say a job or post, it's going to be like successful exactly like one time. Meaning you have to like keep repeating the same thing until you get what you want. That's the consistency you're talking about. Like, it's not easy. We all know it. It's not like easy to be rejected. Like we told you, not we can't like accept your offer. It was like, thank you for your time. We wish you like all the best on your career or something like that. So that's the consistency we're talking about. But someone who's like indisciplined, they'll say, life is like, and then you give up just because you don't have like the discipline to know that, sometimes this can like be boring. It's not always going to be fun, but you have to like
Keep on.
repeating the same
Yeah,
time.
discipline is pain.
Yeah,
Discipline is pain.
it's painful.
It is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
good
yeah,
at
yeah.
all. Discipline are the good manners
Yeah.
possessed by someone or someone shows to the society. Like me, I don't feel good greeting everyone I find on the way. I don't find it comfortable.
Yeah.
But it is the discipline.
That's the discipline.
The
You have
discipline,
to
the pain
show
of
respect.
greeting.
Greeting
You
everyone.
understand?
Yeah.
But you find someone, they just pass. They think it is normal. Discipline, you are building the people around you.
Yeah.
When you small, good morning, how are you?
Good.
You're building future friends.
During
You're building future obvious and obvious. Yeah.
future networks. Yeah,
Understand.
that's actually true. And even I myself, I also try to make sure that like every time I what's that?
I think I will cut it off.
That's all right. So even I myself, I even try to like as much as I can, I like try to make sure I talk to people, I greet people. But I don't know. There are actually some other people who think it's like it's very cool to like treat people like treat people like they're not people, treating people like what? How do some people even think?
I don't know. Because when you behave like that, for now it can be fine. But the future will pay you.
You see,
Of
it
course.
later.
Of course, you have to see it. There is nothing like how can I call it? If you treat some people bad, it does not end there. You have to be paid for it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You have to every receipt.
You're
going to pay for it.
You have to
later.
reap what you sow. What you sow today, you have to get it in the
You
future.
reap it
future.
You
later.
understand?
Yeah.
So if you treat people bad today, of course tomorrow it is going to happen to you.
Yeah.
Okay, like now I want to ask about like the power of saying no. Let's say right now, like you are in school and you want to like improve on your grades.
Yeah.
Or like you're learning a course or something like that. So I want to touch on down like the power of saying no. Some people will come like to put you down and all that, laughing at you, all that. Even if even these guys like when I'm doing like podcasts, they give you some such names, podcaster. Those
Yeah.
funny names. So first touch on that on the power of saying no.
Like saying no is something big. And no is very painful.
Yeah.
And-
Because
and you actually-
we are always used to a yes.
Yeah,
But a no.
Mm-hmm.
To someone who like is soft hearted,
Yeah.
like some of us, saying a no you feel like the pain. But if you read the book of dopamine detox, there is a chapter of learn to say no. Like it keeps you off the burden. Some work, it keeps out some work. You understand? When someone tells you, escort me to Gulu, escort me to somewhere, and you say no, you have just
Saved yourself.
simple answer, but you have saved yourself from time wasting. You're going to reach there, you start walking shop by shop. You understand? Wasting time. But when you say no, simple answer, but it keeps your
and you actually have to actually do that because
You have to do that,
the,
right?
the thing with
Yeah.
the thing with other people is other people, they don't even like respect themselves. So how can you expect like someone who doesn't even like respect themselves to like also respect you? Like
course they
themselves, they don't even have like self-discipline.
Yeah.
Meaning,
Yeah,
how can they like be able to then respect someone else when they can't even like
Respect themselves,
like, you can't even manage yourself like the basic things as a man. You're supposed to be managing. You can't even manage that. And then there's something which you said about like you say the power of saying no. Like how do you say no to like other people have like making fun of you? I, I think this like goes back to what Aslam was saying about self-discipline.
Yeah.
Self-discipline is like what's within you, something which you build within you. It's like you see, he was praying.
Yeah.
He was actually praying. Yeah, that's self-discipline. and it's not something which anyone can just
Can
like
just
come from out
inherit,
and
yeah.
remove it from you. It's something which you've like built
Built
over
by
time.
Your personality, your reputation.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Thomas, I think if I'm to like answer that question, I think it's like you said, it's not something you just wake up with. You
Yeah, yeah.
build it over time
Like
by
by
being
time.
consistent, repeating the same thing every day. And then you see after like 1 week, you have done this 7 times. After like 1 year, you've done this 365 times.
That's why.
So that's it. That's how it works.
That's why when someone who has been disciplined, if they make like an offense, it is very, very vibrant in the society. You understand? If someone like a priest on the community, you find that they have slapped someone, it will be so vibrant in the news. It will be everywhere. How does a priest slap someone?
someone.
Because
You
there's
understand?
something expected of you.
We
You're
expect
expected to be
discipline
disciplined.
from the priest all the time. But someone who is indisciplined, it doesn't make any news. You understand?
Yeah. By the
And I
way,
think it has to like start now. Like
Yeah.
as a man, you have to like be disciplined right now. Because if as a man you're not like disciplined right now, you're going to end up being like the type of father whereby you're like out there doing nonsense, doing something which is like useless. Like you're busy drinking beer, yet like you're not looking after your kids. But you know these are your kids. So how does it start? This is something which starts when you're like still young right now. You just think, I'm still young. I'm just like smoking weed. I'm just being fun. I'm like going outside to
I'm
like
learning.
party. And that's how it starts. You don't just become you don't just wake up and be like a successful engineer, successful businessman tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, it's something you build every day.
Yeah.
So those small indisciplines you think it's just something small I'm doing every day. You then see that this is now a habit. I'm actually a drunkard here. I drink beer.
understand.
I smoke. I don't look after my kids. And you think it's normal. And I think as a young man, it's something which you have to make sure that make it a priority, make it your mission that you work on it every day. Because you know, there are a lot of men out there. We hear stories like, you know, this is your child, but you're not looking
You
after.
don't even look up the child.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, how as men, we need to like be responsible. And how does it start? Because you know, they're actually grown men as well.
Yeah.
And how does it start? You see that it starts when they're like still in college, still in high school. Things which they don't even like pay attention to. They think, this is just something which is small.
Yeah.
Let me just I keep on doing it every day. And then you see, you know, this is like actually like who you now are as a person. This is who you are now as a person, just because you ain't like paying enough attention to to this issue.
That drives us again to something called procrastination.
Procrastination.
Yeah.
That's
Like
interesting. That's an interesting one.
thinking that something is small always. This I will do in the future. This I will do
I will
later.
do it next
This
week.
is small. This child, I will pay fees. This child, I will look after them. You understand? Like procrastination is something killing men due to indiscipline. Like if you don't know what you're supposed to do, like you give birth to a child, you know you are supposed to look after that person.
You know you're
But you say the mother will look after the child. The grandparents will look after the child. You understand? At the end of the day, the child is 12 years.
they don't even like really know anything.
You understand? So procrastination is something very, very bad. And something killing young men these days. And they totally don't know that at the end of the day, you find yourself at 30. You don't have anything. You don't know anything.
No skill.
You understand?
No network. Nothing.
Okay.
Which is something very, very bad.
I think it's on killing like most dreams. Procrastination.
Discipline and procrastinate.
Yeah.
But I don't think like
Yeah.
procrastination is like avoiding the work. I think it's like,
Yes.
like avoiding the work.
Yes.
You know you have to do the work, but you're avoiding it.
That kind of laziness.
Yeah, that kind of laziness.
Yes.
After by sometimes it gives you stress
Yes.
because you know like I had to do the work, I had to do what, but you never did it.
Yes.
So like it gives you stress later.
Yeah.
So I think like the young men who are out there, I think it's better, just go into the work, man.
And then I think before we like finish this podcast, because you know there are a lot of people out there, young men who are like they're still in the dark. You know, they think life is a joke. You know, they think they're just going to wake up tomorrow. They have like stacks of cash. Companies are going to be saying, you know, Aslam, we have this project for you. You have to, and they think that's how it's going to like happen for them. They think it's like a fantasy. This movie, they think things are going to like be working the way they want it to be, but they don't know like you don't get there without being disciplined. So before we actually finish this podcast, we just want to like tell the young men out there like what are the consequences of being indisciplined. And I think if it's possible, we can like even share some examples of like the consequences of people who chose to not be disciplined.
First of all, if you're indisciplined, the competition is going to beat you out there.
Yeah,
The competition is too much.
that's a powerful
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah,
I like what he said. He said something about
Competition.
meaning you're not the only one who
Uh,
wants
who is
what you
trying?
want.
Who wants what
Yes.
you want?
There are many people who want the
Yes.
same thing
The
you want.
same thing.
They,
The qualities,
or
yes.
even if you already have it, there's someone who's saying, "I want what you have. I want it."
Yes.
Life
So
is
then,
competition.
if you're indisciplined
Mhm.
at the job,
Yeah,
you reach anytime you want. You don't greet the elders. You behave the way you want. The competition is going to beat you. There are many people who are looking after that job with high levels of discipline.
But they're just there.
They're just there.
Yeah.
They're waiting for the letter that
they're
you will be
waiting for
given.
you to make a small mistake.
Yes. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second thing, like that I can tell, is social capital.
Social. What's social capital?
Social capital, the friends,
Oh,
the dominance in the society. You understand?
That's the
Yeah,
point
yeah,
you mentioned earlier. Like,
The
you know, they say like, your network is your network. Like the people you
Yes.
know, they like determine like the things you're going to achieve or what you're like going to get. Meaning, if you have like useless friends, you hang out with people who smoke all day, they have like nothing going on.
Yeah.
When you like call them and say, you know what, I'm in trouble. I need like this amount of money. This guy is not going to give you that money. This
Yeah.
guy is spending all day smoking, sitting down, not even doing anything in this project. But if I call this guy, I tell him, not, I'm in trouble. I need this X amount of money right now. Can you please like? He's going to say,
Yeah.
it's like the social capital.
The social capital.
Yeah.
The birds you fly together with.
Okay.
Which group do you fall in? You understand?
Yeah.
So if your friends are there, they're indisciplined, and you're comfortable with them, at the end of the day, you're going to end up old men who have no job, don't have anything in life. You understand?
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
the cameraman is smiling.
Yeah, that's what I can say about the consequences.
Yeah. What can you say like
The consequences.
of being indisciplined?
I think the consequence of being disciplined is like, let's say you want like something, just know you're not going to get it if you're not like disciplined.
Okay.
And discipline like is built through like boring work. Who wants to sit down? Like, who wants to wake up in the morning like at 4?
No one.
Yeah,
No one.
But we have to.
You have to, you have to get your goal. And I think like for those guys who are out there, I think you have to work on your environment
Okay.
so that if you have a good environment, they can push you even to wake up in the morning and read. They make it somehow easier.
Yeah.
But if the environment is hard, man, I don't think you're going to achieve what you want.
Going to achieve what you want.
Yeah.
If I can say there's like consequence of being
Indiscipline.
indisciplined,
Yeah.
I'm going to say loss of opportunities. Because the thing is, like some opportunities, you know, people they like say things to comfort other people. You know, don't worry, another opportunity will come. But some opportunities will not like come knocking twice on the door. Because remember, you're only going to be like 20 years old, 30 years old once in your life. It's like what he
Yes.
said. You're not like growing backwards.
Yeah.
You're growing older every year, every day. So some opportunities you're not going to like see them twice. And you feel like in discipline, you weren't prepared. You know, it's like you say, this guy, engineering. Let's say maybe they like say, you know what, right now, we need a structural engineer who's going to like analyze this. Yeah, he needs to just like this abilities, he has to like do this. And then you didn't like build the skill.
Yeah.
And then the opportunity is like
That's
arrived.
gone.
But do you have the skill? No, you don't
No
have the
skill,
skill.
yeah.
And it's gone. Forget about this opportunity. It's gone. Just because you were wasting your time chasing foolish things. And then you actually realize it later, like the thing which I was chasing, where is it?
Worthless.
What do I have?
Understand?
So if you're not like going to be disciplined as a young man, there are a lot of opportunities which you're like going to lose there. And even some sports, they have like limits, they have like age limits. They tell you not,
Yeah.
once you're this age, you're done. We don't want you like once you're this age.
Yeah.
So I think these young men they have to like pay attention to like time, be disciplined with their time. Because some opportunities they won't like come knocking twice on the door. Like once you like blow it up. Once you finish this, once you like don't take advantage of the opportunities, it's gone. It's
Yes.
actually done. Although we know, like your parents, we know it. They're going to comfort you. But at the end of the day, we are men. We don't even
Yeah.
have to like lie to each other.
Yeah.
Some opportunities, once you like miss them and they arrive, you weren't prepared. You weren't building the other. He was building his skills.
Yeah.
You were chasing women. The opportunity arrives. He now is like all of the skills. He can design things. He can build things. He can create things. He can like execute projects. What can he execute? You're busy chasing the foolish stuff of the world. What the
Yeah.
then everyday
Yeah.
person is. What are you gonna achieve? Nothing. So this is Men with Purpose. It was great having Aslam on the podcast,
Yes.
and I learned a lot. And tune in for next time.